We are making decisions today that will outlive us, but we rarely think that far. We live in a time that moves quickly. Decisions are made for the moment, short-term gains, quick outcomes, instant results. Everything is measured by what happens now, what works today, what delivers immediately. And over time, this way of thinking begins to feel normal, but something about it feels unstable. Because when everything is focused on the present, the future begins to fade. And what if the problem is not that we do not know enough? What if it is that we are not looking far enough? Among the Cherokee, there is a way of thinking often called the 7 generations principle. It is simple in form, but profound in meaning. Every decision is made by looking back 3 generations and forward 3 generations. The past is not forgotten, the future is not ignored. Both are held within the present. For generations, this was not an abstract idea. It was a way of living. Decisions were not made for immediate benefit. They were made for continuity. What was taken from the land was considered in terms of what would remain. What was built was meant to endure beyond a single lifetime, because life was not seen as a single moment. It was part of a longer chain. But something changed, not suddenly, but gradually. Time became compressed. The present became dominant. The future became distant. Something to think about later, something abstract. Today we see this everywhere. Resources are consumed quickly. Forests are cleared in years, not generations. Oceans are depleted faster than they can recover. Decisions are driven by immediate outcomes, because what matters most is what can be seen now. But the consequences do not stay in the present. They extend forward, often silently, often unnoticed, until they begin to return. In the instability of climate, in the loss of ecosystems, in the gradual erosion of what once sustained life. Modern systems are beginning to recognize this. That short-term thinking creates long-term instability. That decisions made for immediate gain carry delayed cost. But even with this awareness, the pace rarely changes, because the future still feels distant, still feels separate. The 7 generations principle removes that distance. It makes the future present. It asks a simple question. Will this decision still be right 7 generations from now? And if not, should it be made at all? This question changes everything because it expands time. And when time expands, priorities shift. What seems urgent becomes less important. What seems distant becomes immediate. This is where everything quietly changes, because responsibility is no longer limited to the present. It extends beyond it, beyond the self, beyond the current moment. Decisions slow down, not out of hesitation, but out of awareness. Because every action is part of a longer story, this does not require complex systems. It requires perspective, to see time differently, to recognize that the present is not isolated. It is connected to what came before and to what will come after. And maybe this is what is missing. Not knowledge, not ability, but perspective. Because when time is shortened, care becomes limited. But when time expands, care deepens. The 7 generations principle does not ask us to predict the future. It asks us to consider it, to hold it within the decisions we make today. Because the future is not separate. It is already forming through what we choose now. And perhaps the question is not what benefits us today, but what continues beyond us. Because when decisions are made with continuity in mind, life begins to stabilize, not just for the present, but for what follows. This is the 7 generations way of thinking. To live not as an endpoint, but as a bridge between what was and what will be. And maybe we were never meant to live only for now. This is land and life. These are the echoes of the earth.